Alright everybody, before we actually start this video up, I want to real quickly say that this is a development build. This early access look was given to me and other creators by Expansive Worlds, which is why we have an account with a ton of skill and perk points. This save file is actually provided by EW, so I just wanted to real quickly mention that before we actually get into the video, so that nobody's asking questions. But, with that being said guys, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and apologies if you guys can hear my fan in the background. I'm not sure if it's gonna come through, but it is extremely hot today, so I'm not gonna be doing this without my fan running. I just hope it doesn't come through the recording too badly. If it does, I apologize guys, but we are going to be showing off a bunch of kind of like highlights that I've accumulated over the past few days of recording on the brand new map, Rancho Del Arroyo. But to start off the video, I think we're going to chase after some bobcats. I saw a mythical one, and I picked up the track from a blue fur type, which the blue fur type is an uncommon, and we will be showing it off in this video. But I just picked up a track from another one, so I want to try and chase it down. Now the thing is, I can't figure out which direction these guys are going to head off to, but we definitely need to keep chasing them. One thing I've noticed about this lake right here is you can just chase the bobcats the entire way and they just follow the water, so technically you could push them all out of the zone so you have no chance of deleting it, while also getting them into a pretty good spot to just smoke them all. I mean, look at this. We've got all of them just running side by side, and that's our blue one right there. So we're going to want to keep our eyes on him, but I think I'm going to try and just push them as far out as I can and then get them away from the water. I think that's going to be the game plan here. Once we can get them out into the open desert, it's game over. We've got ourselves a bunch of bobcats. Or we could even just take the shots right here. This actually seems pretty good. I think we'll see if, yeah, it looks like he will be occasionally stopping, so we'll use that to our advantage. There we go, that shot got him. And there's the mythical one. I'm definitely gonna wait. If we didn't hit the tree, that should have killed him. So we at least got the blue one, but I think we also might have got the mythical too. This is by far my favorite fur type of any of the new animals that have been added. I just think this looks so good. It makes me wonder if this is actually a real thing that can happen, because if so, I desperately want to see one. But that's super cool. We got a level 7 blue Mexican bobcat, 25.20. Such a beautiful animal. I absolutely love these little guys. Now, they're definitely not a rare. I've seen a decent amount of these blue ones at this point, but they're definitely an uncommon, I would say. So it's not going to be impossible to get a diamond one with this fur type, but it will be difficult. So I think that's going to be a goal for us moving on. Honestly, I'm wondering if a strategy to take out these bobcats might be to push them up the shore like I'm doing right now, but maybe have a tent somewhere up here so when you get to a certain point, you can just fast travel to the tent and use like the new 16 gauge with buckshot and just take out all of them. I think that could be kind of a cool way to do it, but we'd have to test it to see if it actually works. But if it works as I think it will, that could be a pretty cool way to hunt them. Speaking of buckshot, let's actually get that equipped because we might get to use it pretty soon. We're actually coming up on a couple of these bobcats, and I think there's some bighorn in the area also. So we should be able to use this thing very shortly. There we go. There's a bunch of these little guys, so that's our mythical right there. Let's try to get him with the 243 if we can. I think he should give us a shot. Oh, we definitely hit him. That'll slow him down at the very minimum. And yeah, that actually gives us a perfect shot as far as I can tell. Provided he'll actually come out into the open. There he is. And he's down. So that'll do it for that mythical. We finally caught up to him. I'd love to eventually find a legendary one. I'm kind of hoping that we don't find it until the map full releases though, because in the past with Tiawaroa, we ended up getting a couple diamonds pretty quickly in the early access, and just haven't found them since. Like the feral pigs, I have not really hunted them too much since then, and because of that, I don't have a diamond on my main save, so I'm trying to save as much of this as I can for full release, but I figure we'll at least try to get maybe 1 or 2 diamonds of the new species, whether it's bobcats or pheasants or collared peccaries or whatever, you know. We will still try and... Oh my gosh, that was actually almost a diamond. Okay, I'm actually curious. Can the level 8s make diamond? That is incredibly close. We're actually going to tax that because that's really cool. That's the closest I've come to getting a diamond of the new species. Unfortunately, I've been really unlucky with these newer animals. I've had diamonds, just not of the new species on this map. Alright guys, so the bobcats are right here. We're going to go ahead and fast travel to this tent. We can actually test our theory right now if we are quick enough. I got to switch to the shotgun and run over here as fast as I can, and maybe we'll be able to get them. And it looks like we will. They are right in front of us. You guys can kind of see them off in the distance. If we push up fast enough, we'll actually get to try this. Oh gosh, our dog just jumped in front of us. That's gonna slow us down a little bit. But I think we're gonna get to do it right here. Maybe not quite close enough. Oh, there we go. We got one of them. Question is, was that vitals? It sure looks like it. So that's kind of cool. We got one of them. Obviously, we'll have to change tent placement if we want this to work out perfectly, but we at least got vitals on one of them. And he actually just toppled over, so let's grab him as we go by. This is a level 6 tan. I love how many fur types these guys have. It's such a massive variety. Oh, and also I did want to quickly mention that by the time that we put this video out, I may have got some diamonds of the new species, because I am going to be doing a 12-hour stream the day before this video is set to go live, so by now I might have actually got a couple diamonds, and if so, they will be at the end of this video, but as of now, I don't know if I will have gotten any by now. But let's go see if we can find something in a different area, because there is one more spot that I want to show you guys, and it's down here in La Falda del Rio. This is the most insane spot for feed zones I have ever seen in Call of the Wild. Way better than any place you could ever find on Silver Ridge Peaks, or any other map for that matter. And it just blew my mind at how much is here. Now, we might have to change the time a couple times, because I've been here at different times of day and had different results, but as far as I can tell, if you're here like between 6 and 10, there's usually quite a bit of animals. And already we got a pheasant call. As you guys can see, there's a bunch of turkeys. There's some coyotes chilling out there. There is a bunch of pheasants too. And there's another coyote, a couple more coyotes actually, some more turkeys. And we got a bunch of mule deer right here, including a really nice level 4. And then if you look over here, we got more mule deer. And at certain times of day, you can get bighorn out in this area too. We got another pheasant over there. There's another pheasant right there, but we can't spot it because it's too far away. And then if you come over here, you can actually see a bunch more turkeys off in the distance and more mule deer. There's also usually some bighorn out here during their feeding time, but currently they're drinking. There's a bunch more mule deer, and right here we have a bunch of the brand new antelope jackrabbit. So as you guys can see, this spot is just incredibly good, and I'm definitely going to use this as one of my main spots to go in multiplayer, I think. Once this map full releases, it should be a insane spot to go during multiplayer. There's some more turkeys right there. It's just incredible how many are here. Like, I just can't get over how crazy this spot is. Literally, like, probably 60, 70, 80 animals in this area. And because of that, you do occasionally get some major lag, especially when the bighorn are also over here. It gets pretty crazy. Well guys, I just went through a few different times to try and figure out what would be the best, and it actually looks like we have a piebald mule deer out there. I can't tell if it's a doe or not. I think it is. I think that's just a doe. We'll definitely try to take that out, but it does seem like 7 a.m. is one of the best times. You have tons of mule deer, a bunch of turkeys out there, you got your jackrabbits over there, then you got the different coyotes, you've got some turkeys here, you've got the pheasants, you've got more pheasants all the way out there, actually quite a few of them, so it does seem like 7 is the best time to come out here, and there's even more pheasants right there. Just pheasants all over. This is definitely going to be my favorite place to hunt, especially on multiplayer, as I was saying. This is just going to be a great place to go to, and we got some more turkeys out there too. And as I was saying earlier, everything is down in these areas too, so it's just a great time. There's actually even more turkeys coming in right now, and I can't quite tell what that is, but it also looks like maybe something is bedded there. Or I guess that's actually just some logs around the base of that tree, but We do have a lot more turkeys coming in. I've been really trying to get myself a rare or diamond of the Rio Grande turkey, but they have just not been cooperating, unfortunately, so sadly I haven't been able to seal the deal on one. And there's actually even more turkeys all the way out there. That is super awesome. I wish I could spot all of them, but a few of them keep getting in the way, and there's even some more rabbits out there too. This area is just insane, guys. I can't get over how awesome it is. I know I've probably said that a million different times in this video, but it's just insane. I mean, just look at all of the animals. This is truly going to be one of the best spots on the map. And for those of you that have not heard about this yet, as far as I can tell, there does not appear to be any drink time for the turkeys, the pheasant, and the antelope jackrabbit. It appears that all of them are strictly feed zones and resting zones. So that's going to make hunting these a lot more difficult. And I'm actually okay with that. I think that's going to make it a lot more fun. Now, I don't know where that piebald went, but we do have this little dilute coming in. But we definitely want to try and chase down that piebald, so we're going to try and see if we can figure out where it went. We actually do have some bighorn coming in also. It just keeps getting better and better. Animals everywhere in this spot. Alright, after that little time reset, we finally have that little piebald in sight. It does appear to be a female, so we're probably not going to worry about getting too close. Let's just see if we can get this thing down. This is 360 meters, but now that the render bug is fixed, we don't actually have to worry about that too much anymore. Let's just try to get lined up on her. And that should do the trick right there. Now, we have a lot of animals fleeing off now, so if we can, we're going to try and take out a few of these turkeys as we go down. Chances are they'll fly towards us, and then we can just shoot them out of the air with the shotgun. This is easily the most excited I have ever been for a brand new map, and the primary reason for that is because I'm curious if there's any more spots on the map that are this insane. Because this was a lot of animals in one area, as you guys saw, and we did manage to get a piebald out of it. So I'm curious if there's any other spots that have this many animals. Because there is quite a bit of these roads that go throughout the reserve, so I'm really curious if we're going to find some more hotspots like that are just insane feeding zones. I think it's definitely possible, and I would imagine that this area over here just might be another area like that. I mean, just look at how this is. This could definitely be something very similar. And this is kind of what I was talking about. The turkeys just flew over top of us and we were able to take out a bunch of them. And one thing I've noticed is a lot of times when you end up deleting these zones in this area, they do tend to come back in pretty much the same spots. So I wouldn't worry too much, but obviously things could change on release. But as of now, I haven't noticed much of a difference anytime that I've deleted zones in this area. But anyway, guys, I think that's gonna be it for this section of the video. Now it's time to take a look at all of the different clips of different trophies that we got during these 4 days that I had to prepare everything for you guys. We had some pretty cool stuff, including a Melanistic Pheasant and much more. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, I just found a track from a bobcat, and not only is it the first male that we'll get a look at, but it's also a blue fur type. We definitely need to find this. I actually saw a screenshot of this from one of the other creators that has access to this early access build, that being Kill Clinton, and they look really cool, so I definitely want to chase this guy down and find him. The question is, where is he? Because that's the only track we have as of now, and I don't really see where the next one is, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of searching, but I definitely want to find this guy, because they look absolutely amazing, and I really want to show it off to you guys. So that is a warning call from, I'm assuming, the one that we're after. We just need to get a little bit lower so that the trees don't block us, and then we should be able to see it, I would imagine. If not, I do have the predator color with me, I believe, so we can try and call it in. Well, apparently this guy is close because our dog is growling, but I couldn't get it to come to a call and I wasn't able to spot it, so I decided to run up. And as of now, I'm not seeing it, but our dog definitely knows that it's close. We also just found a whitetail and a colored peccary drink zone. And it looks like the peccaries do drink early in the morning, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, what did we really expect? They're very similar to the wild boar and the feral pig, so kind of expected them to have a morning drink time. Oh, I think that's it right there. Yes, it's actually... Oh, now it's fleeing. I was gonna say it might be bugged, but it looks like it was just taking a little bit of time to move. It is getting stuck on stuff, though. I don't want to mess this up, even though it's just a level 6, because that is a really cool-looking fur type. Want to make sure we get full score on it if we can. And there it is right there. Oh, hello there. There he is. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can get a shot into him. Well, fourth time's the charm. I guess that took a little bit longer than I would have liked it to, but that was just interesting. I fast traveled to this tent in hopes of getting in front of him, and instead I got right on top of him, so we ended up getting trampled by him a couple times. But we do finally have this little guy down. We can finally take a close look at the blue fur type, and man, it looks so cool. Now, we have no clue if this is a rare or if it's just an uncommon, but oh my gosh, that is just beautiful. I can't get over how insane that looks, and that appears to be a coyote mating call. We'll definitely have to go check that out too. But that is so cool. 24.40 scoring, gold, blue, level 6 Mexican bobcat. That's so cool. Okay, so I just found a track from this pheasant right here. Seems to be a pretty small one at 1 kg, but it says it's the molting fur type. I am actually really excited. We got to look at this in the first video that I did on this reserve, but it wasn't one that I actually killed. It was one that came with the save file that EW provided for us, and it looks amazing, so I really want to get another one. The thing is, I don't actually know where they are. I'm guessing that's probably going to be them. Definitely seems like it would be. Oh, I definitely heard something. Oh, there he is. Hey, get out of here. Get out of here, little dude. What are you doing? That is so cool looking, though. Let's see if I can actually get a picture of it. You know, that was worth it, even though we're gonna have to take it like this now. That was worth it just to be able to see it up close like that. And we got the second one down. Not too bad. So pheasants are definitely not strong against the 22. The 22 seems to take them out immediately, just like the ducks. But I definitely am happy that we got a molting one down. We can actually get a good close-up look at one in game. That's so cool. Now, my question is, are these a rare, or is this going to be an uncommon? Because it could be either. I'm going to guess it's a rare, because this is the first one that I've actually come across, but that is so cool. I absolutely love the look of that. Definitely going to have to try and get a diamond one of these eventually, once this full releases. So, from across the other side of the lake, I actually managed to spot a pretty interesting looking pheasant. I don't know if it's another one of those molted feather types or if it's actually going to be something else, but it had a ton of white on its back, so I'm hoping it's going to be a different feather type. But we will find out shortly because it should be just up here. And yeah, there it is. Oh, yep, that's it right there. There's no way we're going to get it with the shotgun, so we're going to have to take it with the 22, unfortunately, because I don't think it's going to stop for us, but that's pretty cool looking, whatever it is. And we also have that little guy right there. He can kind of chill for a second while we figure out what this other guy is. Where did he go? I'm hoping he didn't fly off, otherwise we might never see him again. But that looked really different than what we've seen so far. Oh, there we go. We finally found the feed zone of this pheasant that we're after. So it feeds until 8:30. Okay, that's good to know. I did see a pheasant over here, but I can't tell what it is. I think it's just a normal one. Nope, that's definitely the one that we're after. All right, fly away. Come on. I hope one of those connected. If not, then that's really sad. Please tell me we hit one of those. I don't think we did. Back to chasing this guy down. This has been quite the chase for this little dude. But that is by far the coolest looking pheasant I've seen as of yet. And I hear it. Oh, there it is. I hit the cactus, but we did get him down too. So I just realized that I completely forgot to press record again when I found this guy, so the audio is gonna sound a little bit poppy, but you guys can at least see the spot where we took him down. But anyway, there he is right there. This is such a cool pheasant. I am just in awe at how awesome these guys are. They're pretty much everything I could have imagined and even more, to be honest. They have such a large variety of like feather types from what I've seen so far, and that is by far the coolest one yet. The gray one looks incredible. Such a beautiful pheasant. I can't get over how awesome that is. As of yet, this is my favorite one. I have yet to see any like true rares, although this could be considered a rare. Who knows? But as of now, I haven't seen anything like a leucistic or a albino or a melanistic or anything like that, so it's hard to say what else they can have, but so far I am just so impressed with the pheasants. Okay, so as you guys see right here, I just picked up the track of a melanistic ring-necked pheasant. So they do exist. I'm very interested to see if we can catch up to this thing. I didn't see any of them, and their zone ended quite a while ago, so I'm guessing they were moving to their new zone. And I found the track, so hopefully we can end up finding the actual bird. Alright, so we just got ourselves a call from some pheasants. I'm guessing this is probably the group of pheasants that has our melanistic in it. Or at least this is the only group of pheasants in the area, and we've got tracks leading in this direction, so I feel like it's gotta be, although that is very old, so I guess there's a chance that it isn't, but I think we got a good chance of it being the right ones. And there is a couple of them right there. Looks like they're actually about to dip out of here, and this is the right zone, so our melanistic should not be far away at all. There is a rooster right there. Is that it? I can't even tell what is what. All I know is there is pheasants dropping out of the air everywhere. We're probably gonna have to chase these a little bit further over to take out the rest of them. I don't want to delete the zone. And oh, that's it. That is most certainly our melanistic. So let's pick up all of these first. That is a gray female. That one's another gray female. And that one had to have been our melanistic. So I'm super excited to pick this up. I have always wanted to get a melanistic one in Classic, but just never have been lucky enough to find one. And now we just downed one here in Call of the Wild, and man, that is absolutely beautiful. And they have that green hue in their feathers, just like in Classic it looks like. That is so cool. That is super awesome. This is by far the coolest thing we've killed so far. I think this is easily the coolest thing that we have killed during this early access period. I definitely have to get some of these for our lodge once this hits live servers. That is so cool. Super cool. We just barely got it to 2 pellets managed to graze it. That little one almost got away. Okay, so I am almost positive that this track right here is from a rare colored peccary, because it says the fur type is ochre. I believe that's how you would pronounce that at least, and I have not seen a track with that fur type attached to it before. I've picked up easily 100 collared peccary tracks at this point, and almost all of them say something like brown, dark brown, common, dark black, or dark gray was one of them, I believe. And, well, now we've got one that says ochre, so I'm guessing this is probably going to be our first rare colored peccary, or at least an uncommon at the very least, but we do need to try and find it first. Honestly, who knows where it is at this point. Get this little guy down if we can. Oh, there we go. Bunch of them running out in front of us. That is 1 peccary down. And 2 peccaries down. So that's going to narrow things down quite a bit. Let's go ahead and just breeze by here and pick up the ones that we did take down. I don't know where the second one ended up, but we did hit a second one. Okay, this should be where we can actually see them. There's going to be a really wide open area right in front of us. That is the dark gray female. Let's use this to our advantage right here. We should be able to see all of them very soon. And yes, there they are. Question is, which is which? I honestly cannot even tell the difference. I will take that one out and then that one too. It has to be one of those. So we'll get both of them down. It's definitely not that other female there, so one of those 2 that we just took out should be it, although I do see one really close, so this actually could be it too. What are you? That is a level 2. So yeah, it's definitely one of these. I hope that it's not going to look just the same as the others, but from the looks of it, it does seem to be almost identical to the rest. Unless there's something I'm missing. I don't think this is it. No, this is a dark gray one. So it has to be this one up here. There's no others that it could possibly be. Oh yeah, that's definitely different. That is very different, actually. You know, from a distance, you don't really see much of a difference between this and the others, but I see it now. That's actually pretty cool. Let's go ahead and tax that. That is actually super cool. You can't see it too well in the harvest screen here, but definitely more brown. Alright everybody, so we are now in the Trophy Lodge to take a look at everything that you guys just saw. We got our blue Mexican bobcat right here, which, even though this is just an uncommon, as I now know, these are absolutely beautiful. I'm a huge fan of them. I really want to get a diamond one, or at least a very large one for the lodge. We also have our ochre collared peccary now. I've seen one other track from these guys that says ochre, so I can't confirm whether this is a rare or just an uncommon, but it really seems to be hard to find, so I have a feeling that if nothing else, it's at least a very hard to find uncommon, which is pretty cool. I'm definitely a fan of that. There's our mythical Mexican bobcat, and I checked the score, and its total score is 27.49. It's 0.11 below diamond, which makes me think that they actually might have a chance of making diamond at level 8, which is really cool. So next up we have the gray ring-necked pheasant, and the more that I've played this, the more I've realized that these are more of an uncommon or even a common, to be honest. So it seems like the gray ones and the commons are the most common. Modeled seems to be between an uncommon and a common, but this right here is the first true rare that we have actually found for the ring-necked pheasant. And that is a melanistic female pheasant, and man, they look absolutely beautiful. I honestly can't get over how awesome they are, and it doesn't look quite as crazy in the lodge as it did in the actual game, so let's go ahead and put that there. As you guys can see, it doesn't seem to look as dark in the lodge, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you guys saw the actual footage, and man, when it was in-game, it looked absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna ask the developers if this is intended for them to look a little bit more like brown when they get in the lodge or not, because this doesn't seem right, but either way, it's still cool. And here's our little piebald mule deer. We'll just briefly take a look at this. I believe that's everything that we ended up getting. If not, then I'll just insert it here, but I think that's it. Anyway, if you guys are brand new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button, click the like button, and ring that notification bell so that you guys will never miss a video. Also, be sure to comment down below with what you enjoyed the most about this video, what you're most excited for with Mexico, what your favorite species is, or anything else related to the map. But with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace!